everyone, it's Fiona here from Lavender Blue and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't been around for a couple of weeks. I've also been pretty quiet everywhere online and on the Facebook group because I've just been getting over COVID. So, and I still sound a little bit nasally. I apologise for that, but I am pretty much better and yeah, so that's good. I can get back into doing some more crafting. But what I have for you today is a freebie, a free printable. So this one is a freebie in my Facebook group and on my website, and I will put the links in the description below the video if you're interested in downloading it. So what it is it is a double pocket excuse me, a double-sided double floating pocket. So basically it's obviously, well, it's double-sided and both sides have got a double pocket, and this one is a lavender pocket. And then you've got these little journaling cards and the tabs and a tag here. So it comes with 3 pages and you can print on the back so that you've got this lovely sort of florally paper on the back there, and on the back of the cards, and also on the back here. And so this is if you had a journal and you were to put it on a page, let's just say this is a journal page. Of course you can put it however you like, but you could put this into another pocket that you might have at the bottom, or a tuck spot, or you could sort of just clip this to the side of a page, something like this. And so that is your floating pocket. It's a fairly large one. Let me see if I can measure this. So it is 4 3/4 inches or 12 centimeters by 7 1/4 inches or 18.5 centimeters. So that's the size of it. It's about this is an A5 sized page, so that's how it fits on. You fold your page in half. Okay, so and this is also a sneak peek of a new kit that I have coming out, so it gives you a little look into what the new lavender journal kit's going to be like, and that will hopefully be up in a couple of days. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to put this pocket together. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to put this free lavender pocket printable together today. So it's a free printable. You'll be able to download in my Facebook group or on my website, and I will put those links below the video. As I said, this is part of a new kit that's coming out. I've got a this beautiful lavender based kit, which is coming out very soon, hopefully in the next couple of days. So this is a sort of a sneak peek of what that kit's going to look like. The freebie pocket, this won't be included in the main kit. This will be, if you wanted to purchase it on Etsy, it'll also be a separate listing. But yeah, it's a free printable. So when you get it, you'll get 3 pages. So there's 2 here, but the third one is a plain page for printing on the back. So I've printed on the back of both of the pages. So the first page, you've got this panel here, which is the actual base of the floating pocket. And then we've got some pockets here. So we've got a pocket to go on here, and then we've got this one which flips upside down and goes onto this one, onto that side of the pocket. And then we would flip the pocket over, so you'd have this as your background. And then on the other side of the pocket, we have these two pockets here. And then we have some journaling cards, tag, and some, what are these called? Oh goodness. Tabs. The tabs to go on top of the journal card, or yeah, they're meant for the journaling cards, but you can actually put this kit together in a few different ways. You don't have to do it exactly as I do it. There's a few different ways you could do it, but I'll explain that as I go along. So I will go ahead and cut all the pieces out, and then we'll come back and put it together. Okay, so I've cut all my little pieces out, and I'm going to do a little bit of inking around the edges. I'm using gathered twigs. Okay, so you could choose either side to put, you could put these pockets on that side, or you could put these pockets on this side, or you can swap them around just to whatever your taste is. So I'm going to put these two on here. Now I've printed on mine onto 160 GSM paper, which is just a thicker paper. It's double the thickness of your ordinary printer paper, which is normally about 80 GSM. So you can print it onto a slightly thicker paper like what I've done, or you could back it with something. You could glue on some coffee dyed paper or cardstock onto the back if you wanted to make them a little bit thicker. But for this video, I'm just going to glue them together as they are. So I'm just going to glue down the three sides here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a little bit of decorating, but not a lot. That's that pocket. Want to make sure that it's all glued down nicely. And then the second pocket like this. There we go. So that's one side of your pocket. I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. Now the other thing you could do, although I've got the image up this way, you could turn this around if you wanted it to be a top flip, so, or sorry, a top tuck. So you could just glue this one flat, and then you've got the top as a little tuck spot, but that depends whether you'd want to do it that way. So I'm just going to do it this way. Just get that straight there. And put that one on there like that. Okay, so there's our pockets done. So at this point you might want to sew all the way around the outside if you like the look of the sewing, which I do, but I think just for the sake of this video I'm not going to sew it now. I might sew around afterwards. So we want to bring our other little pieces in. So I'm going to get the page tabs and put a little bit of ink around those. Mine's got a little lavender up top there, and this one has little sort of vintage pearl and purple buttons on there. And of course, if you have some words to write out, you can bring in your words and work them down. I do have a page of journal words in my Etsy shop. I'll have to do more. I've only got the one page at the moment. But I will link that below if you wanted some little words. I might have mine on my desk somewhere. Nope, I can't find them at the moment. Oh, here we are. So these are from the little word page that I've got, and these I've obviously cut into strips to make it easier. And all you need to do is cut them down a bit smaller if you want smaller words. And you can also print them out smaller if you wanted to as well, like print 2 to a page or something. So that's some of them there. Now before I do these ones, actually I'll just ink them. But before I put them in, I've got a little bit of this lavender lace here that I'd like to put along the edge of the pockets. Just give them a nice bit of ink. It's so pretty, this printable, and I just love lavender. Well, hence my little business name is Lavender Blue. And when I finish the journal kit, it's going to be really nice as well. Okay, so that's all the inking done. So all I thought I might do is get a little bit of lace, and it might look nice along the edge of the pockets, but I don't really want to cover up that little bird, to be honest, so I might wondering if I could, yeah, so I could cut it in half. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll just I'll strip that length and cut it down the center. So these pockets are just really quick and easy to put together, or you can make them as simple or as complicated as you want, really. But they're a really good basis just for if you want a floating pocket in your journal, and just stick it into another pocket or clip it to your page. It's good to have these bases that you can print out, and of course you can always alter them and make them your own. It'd be a nice little Happy Mail project too, actually. You can stick little things in the pockets and send them to someone. Happy Mail or rack. Don't forget we have our rack list in the Facebook group too. We've got the Random Act of Kindness mailing list. You should see that at the top of the group once you get to the group. So yeah, I encourage you to use that if you can, if you would like. Okay, so this little tag here, I want to put a little piece of lace or ribbon in through the hole there. I'm just thinking, where are my reinforcements? I don't really want to do it without reinforcing that. And I could put, of course you can put a oh, I was going to say a brad, not a brad. Well, you could put a brad, but you could put a one of those rings in there. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry guys. I'm getting over the flu and my brain, well, I'm getting over COVID actually, and yeah, my brain is really still not thinking properly, so I apologise. Okay, so I like to, just a tip if you haven't seen this before, if you just get your little, buy these reinforcements and then you just put ink over them all in, you know, whatever colour ink you want to do them in. And they're all done ready if, you know, if you want that vintage look. So I just put one on the front and one on the back. And I'm not sure what lace I've got. I'll back in a second. Okay, so I found this beautiful purple ribbon here. It's a little bit, it's a satin ribbon. It is a little bit thicker than I really need it, but I was just thinking it would add a really nice pop of colour in there. Or I've got oh, that's white, yeah. I thought it was cream, but it's an actual white, although I could ink it. Let's see. Oops, just got this stuck to my finger. So, I mean, this is a better size to go through the hole. So let's just cut some of that off. I do really like this colour, but maybe if I'd have put that there and there as well, it might have needs to be a bit thinner, but that's okay. We'll just get the ink, and I might use, well, I'll just use this one again. So if you don't have time to tea dye or coffee dye, this is the easiest, quickest way to grunge up your lace or fabric or ribbon. So you can see now that that has added more of a vintage colour to that. So it's no longer just bright white. You can see that. There we go. So now I'm unsure whether I just want to make a bow, a little bow, and then glue it on there, or do I want to thread it through? Because I quite like it sometimes when you just make these bows. I should do actually a mass make of making these little bows, and Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah, I was watching her, and she's got a method of doing it with a fork. You somehow wrap it around the fork prongs, and then you just pull it off, and you've got yourself a little ready-made bow. So I might, in another video, I might make up quite a few of them and try and do it that way. It's a really good trick that she does. So I just want them to be straight-ish. Yeah, I think that looks nice doing it like that. So instead of threading it through, I might just glue it above the hole or below the hole. Just above the top of the hole there. And then if you wanted to, you could still hang some sort of a little dangle through that hole there. So let's get, really need my glue gun this time. Let's see if it's plugged in. It's not plugged in. I'll get my white clear glue. See how this goes. A dab of clear glue on there, and then just hold that down. You need a little peg or something, actually, a little excuse my arm. Good trick is to get a little bulb, not bulb pin, Okay, we won't. We'll get a little paper clip. I think what I was trying to think of was a bulldog clip, the bulldog clips, but I can't grab one. So you can also do it this way, like while this is drying, and I need quite a lot of this glue because it's soaking into the satin. So I'm just going to clip that on there and let it dry for that one. There we go. So we just put a pretty little bow on that one. And so these are the metal that I aged. I rusted it and showed you the recipe in another video on how to do the rusting of that. So there we go. And now I'm just going to put the page tabs on. And of course you can decorate these as well. But let's just glue them down. So there we go, that's our other one. Just make sure that's straight. A little bit crooked, never mind. So there we go. And as I said, put some more lace or ribbon or whatever you have. I have some little, I was thinking of putting this actually perhaps down the bottom of the whole pocket, just as a bit of texture down there, because I really like that. Now this is not cheesecloth. We use cheesecloth, but I didn't have. This was actually a Halloween decoration that I bought, so it was meant to be like a big spider web. And what I actually did was I tipped it into some coffee and coffee dyed it. So it was white, so it's got this beautiful vintagey colour, and I've just been using it to pop behind things or whatever. I think this would look nice along the bottom of one of these. I think I'll put it on here. So now you can put your other little bits and pieces wherever you want to put them in. It seems to have just about dried up now. I think that goes nice in that pocket. And then we've got this one here. And we've got a nice little card for the back there. And of course, you could make more ephemera and things to go into the pockets. But this is the little kit, and it is what I called a double-sided double floating pocket. And this is lavender. The lavender pocket. So this is a free printable. You can download it in my Facebook group or on my website. So I hope you enjoyed that little project, and thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.